Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays video. This one I'm going to be taking out the XF-91 Thunderceptor. There's a name for you. Now this particular aircraft, besides looking almost like an animated item in almost in real world here in this display, is an interesting aircraft. Originally, was it first flight May 9th, 1949. So the Republic I'm going to read what it says on Wiki. The Republic XF-91 Thunderceptor is a mixed propulsion prototype interceptor aircraft developed by Republic Aviation. The aircraft would use a jet engine for most flight and a cluster of 4 small rocket engines, which you can see at the back there. And let's hit something there. Let's actually hit. Okay, can we stop? Thank you. Right, so it doesn't like going out onto the runway there. Not sure what the deal is with that. Do we have park brake on? Don't know. Okay, so when you import this particular aircraft, the first thing you will need to do, and you'll see, is there is a black square here where the HUD normally sits. It does have green square writing on it, but the problem is it's all blacked out and you cannot see past it. Second thing, the gauges haven't all come in correctly, but what they do is when they do come in, they're very light grey. So you need to use the legacy importer and slide the darkening slider along for importing. And then it comes out a little bit darker like this. There are 3 versions of this. There's an A2 and an AB model, I think. They're all pretty much the same on all of it. Now, speed brake. So do we have park brake on? No, it's off now. Not moving. Good. Alright. Look, I like the aircraft. It is really well done. And in FSX it probably looked absolutely great. So clear your HUD. You may be able to put in the default HUD that we have a video for on my Discord. Whoa, those rockets actually lit up in orange. I've not actually seen that. Now, I can't remember if this comes over as default. This is, so far, probably one of the best turbine afterburner effects I've seen come over on an FSX. Just from sitting on idle. I don't know about when it gets going, but we'll have a look at that in a moment. Any lighting? I've got something flashing there somewhere. Somewhere in the back, I'm not sure. Control surfaces. His head moves. Okay, so turn left, turn right. Yeah, he does. But I'm actually quite impressed with that. So if I were to, say, bank left, his head moves. Oh, his whole body moves. Oh, well, somebody... Oh. Wait, is that my air brakes? Let's try air brakes here. Yes, it is. Okay. And if I bank full right. Okay, for some reason full right I'm getting air brakes. Partly right, full right. Yep, okay. Up and down. There's obviously something not quite right with that. But let's put our park brake on. Let's give this a fly. Looks like I've got everything turned off. I do, thank you. I don't think we need the rockets to take off. Goes quite well. Weird with those extra wheels at the back. Whoa. Wow. Doesn't want to pull up though. There is no... Whoa, yes there is. Wow. That is violent. I don't think that's meant to be as if the rockets are working there, but look at the speed on this thing. So I'm guessing that's meant to imitate the rockets taking off, but we just almost hit 600 knots within seconds there. And straight up. So yeah, I guess that's meant to imitate the rockets. Alright, well, let's give this a run. We're still running some flaps there. So it looks like it didn't want to take off until it got past a certain speed. Okay, we don't have afterburner. We just have the flame coming out, which may actually not have had an afterburner. It had rockets. I'll tell you what, it does get going. We're doing 800 knots now. Interesting aircraft. Do our dials work? It wants to pull up. Fuel quantity, I'm sure that thing is going down if it were at max. So, okay, flight level indicator. Oh, right, the one in the middle there is all over the shop. I might need to make sure. Yes, I'm not acknowledging you. I'm having fun with a rocket-propelled interceptor. Actually goes quite well. Can't acknowledge. But look, speed-wise, we're doing 900 knots. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I would imagine the rockets would have run out by now. So if I turn the lights off, do they? No, they don't go off at all. Interesting aircraft. Let's use that air brake paddle thing. There you go. That's slowing down. See if we can actually bring this in for landing. That'll be interesting. Can't imagine have too much fuel. Those wings are not very thick either, and they're actually running landing gear out of them. Let's try it. Yeah, look at that. Fairly thin landing gear. I guess it was made in the end of the 40s. Paddle down. Let's see how far down we can get those flaps. 30 degrees. Look, that's actually not a bad toy to play with. I'd call it a toy. I've got our landing gear down way too far here. Not too bad. Let's see if we can actually land it there on Sydney Airport. As far as inside, okay, so the gear thing went down. Aileron boost ratio's going nuts. Exhaust temperature is maximum, no, minimum. I don't think that's working. Oh, somebody needs to watch where they're going or they're going to end up in the ground. We have gone a little too fast. Okay, it's quite jittery, nimble. I guess I'm thinking the wing shape on this is not quite the delta. If they'd filled it in, it might have had more control here, but 30 degrees flap does alright. We are way too low now. Too busy having a look at inside. It does really go. There's not much to it. So what we'll do is we'll land it in here and then I'll finish my video. If you're interested in this type of thing, or you do have any questions like how did you get that HUD cleaned out, follow my glass cleaning tutorial, but if not, write a comment down below if you're having trouble. Got to highlight it, find the square. It almost doesn't show up. You can only see it around the outside of the HUD glass there in front of you. The plane does get affected by the wind turbulence. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of lag coming in here. I don't know if that building is really that tall there. I don't think it is. Wow, this is really nimble. So compared with some of the other aircraft I've flown, this thing's like a tube with tiny little wings on the sides of it. It rolls on its center quite well. Now, I must admit, this is one thing I haven't done. I have not tried to land this one. Fly, yes. Land, no. Nice to have that HUD clear to see. Yeah, very nimble. Very affected by the turbulence too.
Clear to land runway 7 velocity 1282.
Going long. Alright. It's actually not too bad. Let's see if we can not run into that plane on the way through. I suppose it has any reverses. No. Brakes work quite well. Alright. Like, comment and subscribe if you're into adding on extra aircraft like this. I will be showcasing some more. And there are 3 in this model. The link will be in the description. Have a great day. Cheers.